Hiya, and welcome to Pack 4, Stage 37. Now, I've got to admit that I have cheated a little bit, and I have just put this switch on here, but I'll explain about that a little bit more a bit later on. So, this is a pre-recorded video, and I decided to try out a pre-recorded video on my media that I use, and just to see if it worked or not, and just to see if I could try something different for a change. So the do say a change is as good as a rest. So right, let me just go to the instructions, and here we go. So this is what we'll be doing today. We'll be doing the brake pedal and the accelerator. So we've got several small parts supplied in this stage, which enable you to fit the brake pedal and accelerator pedal. The brake pedal has a cable connection that will eventually connect to the rear brake lights. Yes, we do get some rear brake lights that actually work. So yeah, we've got all these parts here, 11 bits all together with the 4 lots of different screws there. The RM screws, which are new to us, DP screws, FP screws, and AM screws. So basically what we're doing is, first off, we're putting the wire the switch wire onto a little bracket, and that is going to be fastened to underneath the driver's cab, and then we're going to be popping in the brake pedal swivel, and then we'll be popping in the brake pedal along with the spring, and which is going to be a very fiddly issue is this one, so please be very careful with the bits and pieces that we've got in the pack. And then hopefully we'll end up with a finished views like that, with the brake pedal switch and pedals fitted to underneath the cab there as well. So there we go. So yeah, let me just come out of this. Goodness me, my computer's a bit slow this morning. Never mind. We'll see what we can do. Right, okay, so back here, I'm just going to run the banner, and if I can, and see if I can get our normal Agora Models banner up. There we are. So if you want to get involved with this model, and you want to purchase this model for yourself, this is just such a wonderful model. It really is. So you will not be disappointed, especially with all the lovely parts and bits and pieces that we've got, and the things that it does as well when it's all complete. So yeah, if you want to purchase it, go to agoramodels.com, and you can reach them on the internet by agoramodels.com, and go and have a look by all means at this bus. So this is the red ROUTEMASter bus, the London Transport RM, the famous one that's famous all over the world, is this RM, the ROUTEMASter. So you can purchase that. They have a 12-month or a 24-month deal, and they also having a good starter pack deal at the moment, like an accelerated pack. And yeah, they're doing 4 packs all in, and within them that's 40 issues, and so they're doing that at a very reduced rate as well. So they are trying to obviously help you guys as much as possible to build this wonderful model. So they have many other museum quality models on their site, and so if you don't want to be building a ROUTEMASter bus, you could be building something absolutely wonderful, and I'll let you have a look at their website, and you can choose what there is, and you can see what they have on offer there. Okay, right, so I'm just going to stop this banner a second, because it might get in the way of what I'm doing. So right, yes, well, welcome to stage 37 of pack 4. So, and I must admit, I have cheated a little bit this morning. I have put this this little black bracket onto the end of this wire, this wire switch, and that's because it's just so tiny. My fingers aren't as good as what they used to be. unfortunately. So I cheated a little bit and I put this on because I do know that there is a very fiddly issue with the spring and the brake pedal to go on a bit later on. So if you're building this model, there is instructions online. All you've got to do is go to the download center and you will find the instructions, and they'll look like this, and you can scroll through the instructions and you can see what's what. You have to download pack 4 for this, and this is stage 37. But for me, I'm using the old method. When this model first came out with Harshape Partworks, I'm using the old magazine instructions. Okay, and so it's just easier for me to read the instructions and talk to you guys at the same time as well. So, and as always, we have got other media that you can be in touch with if you want for any help and advice, and that is we have a ROUTEMASTer group, which is dedicated to this build entirely, and we have several other groups as well that are dedicated to other builds. So I'll give you more information about that later on. So right, let's get on a little bit then if we can. So as I say, I've already done stage 1. We've put the bracket on the switch. Okay, I'll spare the instructions. And we're going to move now on to step 2. Step 2 is we're going to turn the cabin floor over 35A with all parts carefully supported. Identify the fixing point circled in blue left for the switch mount 37G. With the cable bent away from the switch mount, fit the peg on the switch mount into the hole on the right. In the diagram, fix the switch mount in place with an AM screw into the hole on the left insert below. And that's just reading from these instructions. To help you guide you with these instructions, it's best if you have all the parts that they suggest on right in front of you, and then you place the parts in the same orientation as your instructions, and hopefully you'll be able to get what they're actually stating, especially if your parts are in the same orientation as what they are in the instructions. So let me move that out of the way at the moment, and we'll see what we can do. So obviously we've got to turn this upside down, but we have got some delicate parts on here, especially the handbrake, which would easily snap off, and you've got the steering wheel, of course, and then they've got a steering bar under there too. So it might be worthwhile just holding this in your hand and then getting it into the same orientation as the instructions, and it'll make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to stop yakking a bit now, and I'm going to place this as it suggests. Well, I'm going to actually get a screw out first. I think it's an AM screw, they said, didn't they? I don't want to have too many screws all over the place today. So it's an AM screw. So I'm going to go get that out of the bag. They're all marked nicely as well as these screws in the bags. Yeah, so as I say, I'm trying this media out for the first time on this stream, I think. So this is not a live recording. This is a pre-recorded video, and but I do believe you will be able to add a comment to it or in the live chat when it actually goes live. So, all right, let me try and hold it like that. Okay, so it suggests that this goes in a certain manner, and it actually goes over there like that, but it's the wrong way around that. So it goes over there. There is a locating tab underneath, which does fit into there. So put the locating tab in if you can. And it's going to need 3 hands, isn't it? It's going to spring. It's going to spring away. So what I think I'm going to do is hold it in position, get my other thumb round, because of course we're trying to hold it off the table. That might be better if we do that. We're trying to hold it off the table so we don't knock anything underneath, like the handbrake or anything. So I've loaded up with the AM screw already. I'm going to see if I can pop it in there. It sometimes helps to have a little bit of 3-in-1 oil on your screws as well if you're going into metal. I haven't today, but then you may need to use the backwards and forwards method of screwing a screw in. So 1 screw back, 1.5 screws forward. That carry on, which may help. So there we are. That's the switch that's in the right position. And it suggests now that you bend the wires around just a little bit, and sit the wires in between there and the next one there, and then a bit later on you will have a plate that goes across there to hold the wires in place. So, but I think for now, I think I might use some tape because we haven't actually got a bracket for that at the moment. So I'm just using normal, average, everyday masking tape, and I'm just temporarily going to put a bit on there to stop the wire from moving around, and it reminds me it's in the place that it needs to be as well. So we've got that in there, all taped down nicely. Okay, we'll have that out of the way, and then we'll see what else we've got to do. Okay, will it stand up that way or will it not? It might need to. Have something holding it down that way, so it goes that way. I might get one of my pens under there. There we are. Okay, so we've now got 5 bits left and some other screws. So stage three was take the brake pedal hinge 37B and identify the fixing point on the underside of the cab floor. Locate the peg in the hole near the steering gear fitted in the previous issue. Fix part 37B in place with an RM screw and through the hole at the end of the part of the socket near the switch fitted in step 2. Okay, so this is the bracket that we actually want. It's a very tiny weeny bracket, but again it's got a peg on it, a locating peg, and you can see there is a thick side and a thin side to the bracket itself. So I'm just going to move these little parts out of the way a little bit, and then we'll grab the underneath of the cab, and we'll show you where it goes. So it actually goes in them 2 holes just down there, 1, 2 holes down there in the like the oblong bracket just down there. So again, get it in the right orientation. Get your bracket in the right orientation. You want the thickest part of the bracket to be away from you. Okay, so let me pop it in there, and we'll pop the locating peg in one of the holes. One you can get it in the right position. You can see now, guys, why I did a little bit of this offline, and I can't emphasize enough that please take your time with this when you're building your models. It's pretty important, especially when there's lots of little fiddly bits like there is in this issue. So, and we need an RM screw. Okay, let me just lean that up there again. So RM screw. Well, up to now, I think this broadcast is going okay. As I say, I'm live, not live. I'm recording this stream. So I'm trying it out to see if it's any better than live streaming. I don't know that you guys all like the interaction with live streaming, which is fine. That's great. But as I say, I'm just trying out this one to see if it would be any better. Okay, so we can see where the hole is for that now, and I've got to put that in there. The RM screw. And yes, it's going in. Okay, is it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's going in. There we are. Just make sure. Yeah, sure it's in there. Okay, lovely. And then we're on to step 4 already. Goodness me. Says the next 2 steps give details of how the brake pedal is held in place. You'll need to hold the brake pedal in place until it's properly fixed. Take the brake pedal 37A, check the orientation of the brake pedal. With the driver's cab assembly the right way up, fit the end of the brake pedal through the hole and in the floor near the steering column, and feed the brake pedal through the hole so that the is only a short stem showing above the floor. Okay, so here's the brake pedal, and it shows the orientation of the cab that way, so we'll have the orientation that way, and then we'll fit the brake pedal through on the floor, and it goes into the slot in the floor next to the steering column. So if we can get it through there. Come on, here we are. Yeah, a little push. And so we're looking now to see where it actually goes, and it actually goes on the last bracket that we popped in there. So that would need to go right across. Be gentle, of course, because this is a plastic part, and just feed it into the holes there that's on the bracket. So I think probably after that we'll have to have a screw on there. So we'll pop this down again, and we'll find out what the next instruction is on stage 5. Step 5 rather. Okay, so this is going to be the hardest part of this. Is we're going to be fitting a spring. Okay, and the spring and the screws. There's 2 screws involved. There's an AM screw and the AM. Sorry, there's 1 screw involved. The AM screw goes into the floor, holding this spring in place. Okay, so let's see. I think we've got a screw missing there somewhere. Okay. Yeah, it does look as though we have got a screw missing from step 4 to step 5. So we're going to have to do a little bit of guesswork, I think. Yeah. Okay. So 2 DP screws, 2 AM screws, and we have got an RM screw left. So I'm pretty sure that one of them then is an RM screw. So hopefully this has been corrected in yours. So working on the underside of the floor, align the large socket on the brake pedal 37A with the gap in the pedal hinge 37B as indicated by the red dotted line. Using an RM screw, pass it through the hole in the brake pedal and the brake hinge and secure the pedal in place. Okay, so we've got to use an RM screw. Okay, it's an RM screw, and that's got to go through. You do believe through the pedal and into the other side. Okay, a little bit difficult this because there is another screw in the way. In fact, it's that screw that holds in the switch. So I'll tell you what we'll do. For a temporary measure, we'll remove that screw from the switch and take the switch off again, and then we'll put the brake pedal holding screw in. Just drop that screw down there for a second. Okay, now the brake pedal wants realigning. Yeah, not the easiest of things to do in this issue, but a little bit of patience, and if you're very cautious, you'll be able to get it no doubt. So come on, there we go. Pass that screw through there. There we go. Yep. Just making sure that it's gone pretty much all the way in, and make sure that your pedal, you can move your pedal up and down as well, so you've not got it too tight. So for now, I'm going to put this switch back on that we had to take off, so we're not too confused in what parts we've removed. So you'll have to lift the brake switch slightly so you can pop that switch underneath the brake switch and pop it back in the hole where it was, and then get your screw back in. Fiddly issue, but very much well worth it when you consider what it actually does. So let's just make sure on that one out. Yes, okay. Right. Okay. Let me just have a look at the instructions again, because this is probably one of the worst bits, is fitting this spring. Let's see if I can get these screws organized as well. DP and AM. Okay, so I don't think we'll need the DP right now, but we'll definitely need the AM, I do believe. Right, so this is where it's going to get rather good. So we've got our spring, and I'm not very good with springs at the moment. I actually lost one last night, and anyway, we managed to find it. So we've got the spring, we've got a hook on one end and a circle on the other, and the hook goes through the brake pedal lever, and the eye on here has to line up with, just turn this the right way around. I don't want to let this spring go. So I know that once I let it go, I won't be able to pick it back up again. So we've got a eye on the pedal, the brake pedal, and we've got a hole on the floor there, which is just stood up a little bit, and that one is where the brake pedal, the brake spring fixes to. So let me put that down a second. Let me see if I can find out what screw we want. I want an AM screw to put that in. So let me load up with an AM screw before I go any further. AM screw. And that screwdriver. Okay. So I've got an AM screw at the back. Yeah, very fiddly issues. These next few issues are going to be, but well worthwhile taking your time over, especially when you're getting electronics that's going to work on your bus. And if everything's done to the book, to the plan, then hopefully you should be okay. So I'm going to pick up the spring again, and I'm going to see if I can get this in the right position. So I think we've got to hook it onto the brake pedal and then make sure it's in the right position to get this. So I'm going to just see if I can get that the right way around. It might pay you to put your spring on as soon as you can, so that it's in the right position. They are very difficult. And you're working on black and black again as well, guys. So black parts with the black spring, it's not easy. You need plenty of light and plenty of encouragement from those around you, of course, and plenty of patience. Yeah, is that through the hole? I'm not sure. That's not how it is it? Not quite. Come on, get through the hole. Very, very tricky issue, this one. But with a little bit of patience, it can be done. Yeah, it can be. Honestly, it can be. I remember doing this with our others, and it was, goodness me, it was a bit dicey to say the least. But we did manage it in the end. Come on, see if we can get in there. And of course, if I lose this sprint, then the show's over until I find it. I don't say that, we're not going to lose it, are we? Let's hope not, anyway. I think it's actually getting it right in your hand as well, so you can actually attach it. It does know when to go on. It's going to go on now. Too far. Not far enough. I'm losing my grip on the spring. Oh, dear me. Come on. Yeah, very fiddly indeed. Hopefully you'll have no problems with this. I've got it. Just gonna make sure that it swings round. Have I got it? Maybe have. No. Very nearly did. Very nearly we did. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Just got to stop shaking and see if we can get it on there. If it doesn't happen, I'm going to have a slap of my tea, and because when you have a cup of tea, everything seems to go right. Come on, get in there. Just won't swivel down. Of course, it's no good putting it that way, I don't think. We'll try. Come on. It doesn't like going in. It doesn't. Once had a teacher that said, if it doesn't work first time, try again. Goodness me, they was right. We dropped it. Try again. I'm going that way, but it's not the right turn. It's not going to be the right orientation, I don't think. No, dropped it again. Okay, no, it's not going to be the right orientation that way, so we've got to go that way. So we know which way it goes, it's just getting it in. So what's the phrase we use? I struggle so you don't have to, something like that. I'm hoping that you guys don't struggle. I'm hoping that you do get them in first go, which has happened to me on a couple of our models. We've got it in first go. Very nearly. So it's the back side of the spring pushing in. Okay, so I'll push it in with a screwdriver. Let's take that screwdriver, I think. I'm not going to do it now. I need that screw anyway. Yeah, you've not got a lot of room to work, guys. That's a fact. Let's see what we've got here. I can use my little scissors on the back of them to push it in. Actually not going to go. It's very nearly there. Very nearly isn't there though, is it? Don't come out. Working golly-handed as well doesn't work too much with me. With being right-handed, you see, and sort of trying to work left-handed, and I've got a hold of it there. It's just got to go in the right position. And then we're being mindful of everything else that's on the bottom of this cab floor. Come on. Get in the hole properly. In the hole properly. Push in. Has it gone in? I'm not sure whether it's gone in. I don't think it has. No, it hasn't. Just don't want it to spring off now. No. It's not gone in. Okay, let's try another tactic. Let's try another tactic, shall we? Come on. Get in the hole. You don't want to go in the hole. I'll certainly go over it, but it won't go in the hole. Come on. It's one of them jobs where you need 3 very small fingers or 3 very small hands. Come on. We can do it. Come on. Get in there. No. Yeah, drop the spring again. Trouble is, I keep forgetting which orientation it's supposed to go in. Trying to hold the brake pedal from the other side of the floor, and then that's just and then there. No, let's take it off again. Come on. Well, knew this stream wasn't a very good idea, but still, we'll try it. Everybody loves a try. Push the brake pedal through. I can get it in the hole, but I can't twist it. It's going down like that. Okay. Okay. So, as soon as I get it in, it pops out. Come on. I was thinking about putting the screw hole in first, but I don't think we'll get any advantage off that. No. Come on. It simply just does not want to go in the hole. I've got it. The secret's going to be keeping it there while we get it in the right position now, I think, if it'll work. Appears to be in. Right, let's try and sort out the screw and the screwdriver. Oh, we've got to do. Put the screw up right way and might get it in. We could do with a new invention, guys. One that puts screw on some screwdrivers other than fingers. Okay. So I keep taking my glasses on and off, guys, because it's very close work. And it's very, very delicate too. So let's see if I can get the screw through the spring first. The screw is through the spring hole. Whoops, it was. Didn't know. And the spring might have come out of the hole. Let me just see if it needs pushing back in. No, come out again. So no, it's very delicate indeed. We still haven't got that right. Okay, let's get it in that position where hopefully we can just hook it into the pedal. On the shaft of the pedal there is a hole, and it's it's right near the. Come on. It's right near the steering box. And of course you need very tiny little fingers to hold the spring to get it on. Just trying that orientation. I don't think that's the right orientation somehow. No, come on. I'm aware the clock's ticking, guys, and I'm aware you're watching. And I'm also aware that I'm not getting anywhere. Would it help if it was to sing? If it was to sing it? I don't know. Let's see what I do again. Get under there. I do remember this issue now. It was a very, very painstaking issue to do. And I can't remember what the fix was to do it. I seem to remember we've put the spring on before we put the pedal through or something, but then again it won't fit. So, or before the steering box, I can't remember. I can't honestly remember which way we did it now. But if you guys know of a different way to put this spring on, then please let us know, because it would be helpful to anybody struggling putting it on like me. Especially with my old hands. My old arthritic hands. Not good. Oh, my eyesight as well. My eyesight's not good. Come on. It says it hasn't got an hole in it, but it has. I'm sure it has. Come on. No, will not go. Come on. Try and get it this way. I think if I'd have had it held by tweezers now, it would have sprung off. And that's the other danger, is that it's quite possible that you might, if you've got it by tweezers, it might spring off, which is, one of them hazards where you've got to obviously watch out where it goes. Come here. We don't love springs, do we? No, we don't. No, I think it's that way. Come on. Let me try it with some tweezers. Try it with some of these tweezers. If I grip it really tight, it might not go anywhere, might it? No. So this is where the stream might go down south there, guys and dolls. But we'll try. We'll try and see what we can do. Especially for you, we will. The tweezers can obviously get into places that your fingers can't. I'm not going to hold it. No. Right, let's see what we can do now. Ideally, we could do with that. No, from the underneath. That way. No, I ain't got enough twist on my wrist to do that. Okay, come on. Come on. We're presuming that there is a hole in this plastic for the spring to go in. We didn't check that. It's very near it all the time, but it's just don't want to comply. Come on. It makes it very difficult that you can't actually see round the back there. Please go in the hole. Please go in the hole. I'm going to let go. It'll swing down. Ah, dear, oh dear. That moment when you think you've got it, but you haven't. You know what thought did, didn't you? It's got to go that way, I think. No. Oh dear, oh dear. Talk about struggle. Well, I would have stopped the stream by now normally and taken it on myself to do it off stream and then come back on. But I'm going to try, guys, and do it so that you guys can see just what happens if you're struggling like me with space and fingers and nerves and everything else. Come on. Let's grip it in the right position. I'm trying to hook it from the back. I just aren't getting anywhere at all. No. I can't hook it from that way because that's the wrong way. No, I'm struggling. I'm really struggling, guys. Really struggling indeed. Come on. Oops, we've got a message. And another message. Okay. Well, I didn't intend this to be a long stream, but it's turning out to be the longest one yet. I'm going to be here for 2 hours putting this in. I'm going to be here for 2 hours putting this in. Okay. Let's try another tactic. Let's try another tactic. Okay, I put the spring down. Take that screw there. The other tactic will be, I'm going to take this end out of the holder here, if I can. Yeah. Let's see if we can put the spring in the brake pedal. Well, it's got a little bit more movement. Come on. Come on. I just can't see that side of it. Come on. Powerful light on here as well. It does not want to go in the hole. Okay. Breathe. Breathe, breathe. Okay. You'll see what happens when it comes to this issue, guys. So it'll either go in or you'll have problems like me. And the head of the spring goes in, but as soon as you try and turn it round to get the bottom bit of the spring, then it either drops out or it won't go around. So such a pain. Such a pain in the backside, this one. Yes, another message perhaps. Come on, we're nearly there. The spring's in the hole, but it won't turn around. So we need 3 hands again. Okay, let me try and get that through the hole. No, it ain't gonna go, is it? It isn't gonna go. Come on. That's because I can't get the top part of the spring to pop through the hole properly. It's as though the pedal's too thick. A bit of the spring there, yeah. Right. Okay. I've got a feeling something's either going to break or will I lose something. Or it's not going to work. To get in the right position. Lift up. Over. All right. Okay. Nobody breathe. Take the glasses off again. Okay. See what we can do now. Once we get the spring secured, screws come out. The spring is secured. Everybody sing. Okay. Now we've got to do now is put the brake pedal back in. If it'll go in the right position. And guess what, guys, it won't. That a bit of persuasion. A little bit more. Just a little bit. Same problem we had before. But we've got it. Okay. And it's not very successful, but it is in. Okay, just checking everything's all there and hunky-dory. Yeah. In its right position. It could be. What about the brake pedal? Well, it works. Yeah. Yeah. Does it connect the... Yes, it does. Right, so there we are. After all that struggle, and we've actually got the brake pedal in and it actually works. When you press the brake pedal, it presses the switch, which will put your brake lights on. Okay. Right, what's the next step? Yeah, goodness me, I've earned a cup of tea today, haven't I? Right, let's see the next step then. The next step would be the accelerator pedal. You've got to put a DP screw through the bottom of the cab floor and up into the accelerator pedal, which is this one here, and the little round one there. So that if you found the screw a tight fit, test fitting the screw before attaching the part to the floor. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea actually. So, and of course we'll need a DP screw because it's a plastic part. So, P is for plastic. So a DP screw. So I think we'll do what the magazine says. Do what the instruction says. Take the accelerator pedal, turn it upside down, and just see if we can get the screw to go in there. A good few turns. It's not so bad. Of course, we've got the cab floor in between, so we might make it. Okay, just let me screw up again. Okay. Right, so the accelerator pedal will go obviously next to the brake one. It's got a little key which corresponds with the little keyway on the cab floor. And it will go that way up. Yeah, it goes that way up in there. Again, this is going to be difficult to hold while you get the screw in. Case of holding it like that, if it will. Oops, right, I took the roll like that. I'll get the screw in, is it? Come on. I'm shaking now, guys, because I've been trying an awful lot this morning. We've been trying. We're still going by what our old headmaster used to say: if it don't work, try again. If you don't succeed, oh dear, come on, get in there. Fiddly issue, this one. Glad I started it early on, and I'm glad I started. I did it pre-recorded because I knew it was going to be a bit of a struggle. Let's try it this way. I'll try doing it that way. Get this screw in the hole. Okay, we're going. There we are. One accelerator pedal in. Okay. Right, let's see what it says about the rest of the issue. We've got this wire with a plug on it. So that is the finished views. Goodness me. Okay, the diagrams above shows the underside of the cab floor with the accelerator and brake fitted. The diagram below shows the inside of the cab driver's cab. Okay, well, what we have actually got is a spare bit, and this carries over to the next stage. Okay, so this will be in stage 38. Well, this part that you've got left here. And so put this part very, very safe until stage 38. So I'm going to pop it in my screw tray. I've got a screw tray just off camera here. I'm going to pop it in there because the next stage for me won't be very far away. But I do know that the next stage has an awful lot of bits and pieces in. So in this stage then we've fitted the brake pedal, a spring, which was tremendously difficult this week. So, and we've got the accelerator, and we've fitted some electricity wires, which are going to be for your brake lights. So, and then wires want to go over that, just over that stump there. Okay, and because we will be getting a little bracket that fastens them in, just down there like that. Okay, and we'll get a bracket there, and we'll get a bracket over this side. So I put a bit of tape on for temporary, and the rest of the way wants wrapping up as well. So I think we could probably just gently wrap that round until the next issue. Okay, smashing. There we are. So I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. That was a difficult issue, very difficult indeed, especially if you've got bad eyesight or you've got arthritic fingers or something. Difficult to do, but we managed in the end. So if you need to get this model, if you need to buy it, then you need to approach these lovely people, agoramodels.com, that's on the scroll now. So, and they will see to your every need with this lovely model. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this. It's been a difficult day actually doing this issue, but the difficult issues, the easy issues far outweigh the difficult issues. And if you just take your time, take it steady, you can get there eventually. Things do work out. Bit of patience goes a long way. But yeah, well, thank you very much for joining me today. And as I said, this is a pre-recorded video, so there's no chat to it or anything. So okay, so goodbye now. Take care. Good luck.